What's up, guys? Jables here, bringing you another Dota 2 replay commentary. This one brought to you today by the Pippy Man himself, a great contributor to the Dota 2 casting community. So shout out to you, Pippy Man. Thank you for submitting this, as well as all the casts you do yourself. I know I certainly appreciate it. I'm sure everyone else does too. So let's take a look over at the Radiant team. We've got Saka on the Shadow Demon, running that support role. We've got Sasha from Russia on the Wind Ranger. She makes her way to the top rune here. We have on the Tinker, Sir Squanto on Earth Spirit, Sad Chicken. And as I mentioned earlier, we have Pippy Man on the Lone Druid. Taking over on the Dire side, we have Uli on the Lion, living that support life. Over here we've got Often Wrong but Never in Doubt on the Ogre Magi. Over on the Pudge, we have Aniki and Mr. Professional on the Viper. And then rounding things out for the Dire, we have Warchi Lid. So Saka going in early here on this Sven. I think he's going to... Well, we've got the Boulder Roll coming in now from the Earth Spirit. Sad Chicken getting some hits in. They could claim it here. They've got 5 things of Shadow Poison. That's going to be enough to bring him down. This is going to be First Blood for sure. The Stormhammer does come out. He needs to pop that Shadow Blood, and there is Saka getting the First Blood early here before the bell even rings on the Sven. So excellent invasion into the Dire jungle early here from this Radiant team, setting the tone right off the bat. So let's see how these lanes end up playing out. Looks like we've got the Shadow Demon and the Wind Ranger in the off lane. Perfectly fine lane so far. Shadow Demon, always such a flexible support. The disruption and the Shadow Poison can be so much to deal with. Here we go. Got Sad Chicken just initiating again, playing an excellent role as this Earth Spirit. Hard hero to play, but when executed right, can have one of the biggest impacts on the game. Such a high ceiling hero. He may fall here to Pudge, is rotting himself. Sir Squanto is going to take the tits from the tower. The Boulder Roll is going to come in, and that's going to get another kill. So a quick 2 kills here for the Radiant team. Excellent play by both Tinker and Earth Spirit there. We'll see Pippy Man already running low in the bottom lane. He's going to be in a solo safe lane against the Viper and the Ogre Magi. So that's going to be a tough lane to deal with. Obviously, the Ignite from the Ogre Magi, the poison attacks from the Viper is a lot to deal with, and they're going to claim another kill, and they're probably going to get an easy courier too. Wow, a devastatingly bad start for the Dire team so far. Let's see if they can keep it up going into this game. It looks like Lion and Sven are playing together. Both have the same tag in front of their names, but Lion just unable to save his fallen comrade there, as the Shadow Poison is a lot for this weak support to deal with. The power shot does miss, but Saka just will not let up, bullying this Lion out of lane, and he may easily fall here. Let's see what he pops the Shadow Poison. Is it enough? No, it will not. Bringing him very low, only 50 health, but I don't think he's going to be able to chase him down. And here comes the Stormhammer coming in. This could claim the first death. That's going to easily be a death. He's not going to be able to get the kill on the Lion. So Sven is going to be able to clean up an overextension there by the Shadow Demon, but I can't say I blame him with the way that this early game was going. So Wind Ranger heading down now to snag a bounty rune from him. And so far, here we have Sad Chicken now in the bot lane, here to help out Pippy Man. As I was saying, he's such a high skill cap hero. So many stuns. He can really just lock someone in place for so long, deal a really devastating amount of damage. Very difficult to execute with the Stone Remnants and the like. So interesting to see what the Dire team tries to do about this. Let's take a look at our last hit. So far, Viper well ahead of the pack with 10 already. Looks like we've got some action here going. So we've got Saka with the double damage room. Disruption comes out. This should be a kill here. We're going to have the Shadow Poison out on Aniki, and there comes the laser. That's going to be an easy kill as Pudge does fall. He is surprisingly squishy in the early game. Really lacks any armor. As you can see, he only has 3 armor here. So easy to bring down with the double damage room. And this Shadow Demon has made his presence felt early, picking up a Null Talisman, a Mango, and a Windlace. So he can be a lot of places at once. And he's now going to head top. Wind Ranger running extremely low. She's going to pop her Fairy Fire. Sven looking for the kill here. Are the jukes real? They are real as she runs around him. He's in the area now. Are they going to get another disruption off? He does have it available, but he's going to settle for auto attack so far. So they're pinging him out now. Lion coming out from behind. Does have the stun. Is it going to be enough, though? Shadow Poison does miss. He's going to try and follow up. Power shot also missing. Disruption now coming out. Shadow Poison going in on the Lion. Hex comes out onto the Shadow Demon. Sven nowhere to be found. Has backed off so far. They are in pursuit. but it's not going to be enough. Sokka just trying to get some harass in there. These creeps now with the extra armor, not much they can do. They're going to have to be careful with how aggressive they get. They've done a great job of it so far, but a couple overextensions and Dire could find themselves back in this game. So we have Viper, Mr. Professional. Early lead on the last hits here, but we have Tinker doing his thing way in the mid lane. Next group of heroes here is all on the Radiant side, so it's good to see that. We've got the bear here just trying to farm some creeps. We've got the Orb of Venom here picked up on the Ogre Magi. Sometimes like to see a couple mangoes picked up on Ogre. He has such naturally high regen that to just increase that can make him be a real pain to deal with. Pick up with a couple mangoes, you're almost in constant tango mode. But Tinker now doing his last hits, getting some heat-seeking missiles out. Laser comes out on the Pudge, not enough to bring him down, but very close there. Pudge is going to have to back off here. I'm sure he's going to have to head to the shrine now. Interesting to see that they sent him mid and not the Viper. I think in a matchup here, the Viper could have had a much easier time against this Tinker. He's so annoying to deal with, and having the poison attacks on deck to be able to help offset that could be a huge help. Let's see now. We now have Pudges heading bot now. So let's see as he tries to set up in the woods. He has his alright, to get the Shadow Roar, but he does end up falling. So no need for the hook there, as it's enough. The stun and the poison attacks are going to be enough to bring down Lone Druid. Pudge will probably wait here. He's got his Sling Blade outfit on, so we'll see how many kills he can reap off of that bad boy. Lion now in the mid lane. Probably not in the best spot. They do have a ward here, so vision is there. Can get a stun out, maybe just try and get him off, but with the mana suck, oh, his laser's going to come out. That's going to be an easy kill. The boulder came in. They really didn't even need it. Just a total overextension. I'm sure Lion was hoping he could suck out all the mana. Pippyman now getting triple teamed here. Gets the Savage Roar out. This is going to be enough to save him. It looks like he may fall here, unfortunately, and he does go down. 2 in a row for Pippyman. Tough sledding here as he has to go up against really a tri-lane with Lion here now in support as well. So will be interesting to see if they try and push this lane here. We now have Sokka coming in on the Shadow Demon. Getting a little Shadow Poison out just to back off this lane a little bit. Keep it from the tower. Tower is so important in this meta. Poison attacks coming out. Now the Hex out. This could spell the death of Sokka here. And that poison attack like a North Korean assassin. Just bringing down the Shadow Demon. Too squishy to handle that. So we've got Viper getting a couple kills here early. We do have 3 on the Shadow Demon and 3 on the Earth Spirit though. But in the last hit game, Tinker is closing in now. Let's take a look at how things have progressed in terms of net worth. Viper well ahead of the game here. Has his Aquila and his boots, but maybe we'll see if he goes into a Shadow Blade here. Squanto now picking up his boots, but has a no talisman, but that's about it. Sad Chicken already has an urn and an Orb of Venom, so he'll be able to get some good harass out. We now have Sacha down bot here to help out. Ignite's going to come out. Are they going to try and go in on him? Lion's going to wrap around. Stun is going to come out. She could get stun locked here. Oh, but she's going to get him in the trees. The Hex is going to come out. This could be bad. Mr. Professional pounding away with the poison attacks. Is going to be enough. Wind Run comes out, so that's going to be a little bit. Oh, a huge power shot there is going to bring Mr. Professional extremely low. Is Sokka going to be able to catch him? Shadow Poison misses, but he's going to be able to close in on him now. Let's see if Ogre Magi tries to turn things around. No, they will be content to run here, and I think that was the right call. Shadow Demon does have his boots already, has his arcane boots, so he can really harass with as many spells as he needs. That's also going to give Wind Ranger plenty of mana to use her power shot, shackle shot, etc. They had locked the Ogre Magi in there against a tree, but not going to be enough. Sad Chicken now initiating on the Sven, going to kick him into the trees. Stormhammer does come out. Are they going to be able to hunt him down here? Does not look like that will be the case, although they will be able to take. They will be able to kill Ogre Magi bot as that fight was going down. And we've got another tower could fall here as Pippyman and Sad Chicken roaming as quite the duo so far. This dire lineup really depends so much. Oh, we've got some action going down here. The rock coming out from Aniki trying to bring down the Tinker, but is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Sacha throwing out the Shadow Poison. Going to get the disruption out on the line. Sad Chicken going in on the Pudge. This could be a double kill here easily, and it is going to be a double kill against the Pudge and the Lion. Things going from bad to worse for this dire team. As I was saying, the strategy of the Dire team relies so much on giving this Sven enough space to farm, and already early in this game, they've basically almost taken, well, they're probably going to be taking 2 towers relatively soon in this top lane. He just hasn't had the space he needed. He has boots, he has a shield, probably working toward an Echo Saver, but he has so much, you know, he needs so much more farm. Look at him, he's only barely, he doesn't even have 2,000 gold yet in the net worth. I mean, this Radiant team is rocketing their way up the net worth board, and we see in the levels here, Tinker already taking a commanding 2-level lead over the rest of the team here. So it has been a great early game for the Radiant side. And it's certainly something they can keep up as the game progresses. Looking at, I think the late games here are probably a bit evenly matched. Obviously, a farm Tinker is a lot to deal with. Sach from Russia trying to go in now. Going to get the stun off. Going to get the Sackle Shot on Mr. Professional, but it looks like he's going to be able to bring him down. Those poison attacks are just too much to deal with. And the Nether Toxin, of course, Sacha going to get the disruption out on Wind Ranger. So going to buy herself a little time there. Stun is going to come out on him. Is he going to pay for his life here? It's going to be enough. He's going to get the Shadow Poison out. He's almost bringing him down. Power Shot's going to come out, but is it going to be enough? Ogre Magi should be able to get the killer. Wind Run comes out. Wind Ranger, is she going to be able to escape? Gets the Shackle off. Tower doing work, and the stun comes out, and that's going to be a double kill. Going to get both the Shadow Demon and the Wind Ranger there. Wind Ranger getting a little bit cocky, thinking maybe she could lock in the Ogre Magi and maybe have the tower do enough work, but just too tanky at this point in the game, and he is able to bring him down with a quick stun. They're going to hit the Shrine now, so much needed couple of kills there for the Viper and the Ogre Magi. We see them now shooting up a level. It's going to get a root off on the Sven. Is it going to be enough to bring him down? Here comes Tinker. He's coming in. Going to get the Heat-Seeking Missile, but it's not going to connect. They're going to try and get the laser on him. They're going to settle for Lion instead. It looks like he could be next. He's going to try and TP out. Where is the root? Is it going to hit? It will not. Laser comes out. That's going to secure another kill on the Sven as Tinker finds himself rocketing his way up to the to level 10 already. And with Boots of Travel, he is going to start being a menace all across this map. Pudge now just hanging out at this bottom tower. Gets a ward out, probably just waiting for someone to TP in to defend this tower. But will they be content to let it go? As it looks like they may trade towers here, going for the mid tower instead. We have Viper. Here comes Tinker. He's going to come in, maybe try and defend this tower. Going to get the heat-seeking missiles out. March of the Machines is going to come out, but it's not going to be enough to save this tower, as the tier 1 will fall. Hutch knows that he's there, trying to go for a hook here. He doesn't know exactly where the Boots of Travel will come out, and he will safely escape as the tier 1 falls in return. So a slight tower advantage here for the Radiant side as they continue to press the attack here. Let's take a look at Sad Chicken. He's made a couple big plays so far. Oh, Tinker getting gone on now. He's as good as dead. As they were all 4 bot. Found himself at the wrong place at the wrong time. Maybe thinking they had left to go defend other things. We now have 3 of the Radiant heroes top. Let's see if we have some TPs in. We have Pudge coming in to try and defend this tier 2. Sokka getting out the Shadow Poison. Aniki pinging out Sokka here. Just Tranquils and Bottle here for Pudge so far. Here comes the Spirit Bear. Going to go in on Pudge. They're going to get the disruption off on him. Here comes the Root. There's a Shadow Poison. There's going to be a stun from the Earth Spear, and that Power Shot's going to bring him down. And it's going to be, oh, perfectly connected stun there. Right as the Viper TP'd in, they're going to get the disruption off. This could be bad for Mr. Professional. Magnetize does come out. Sad Chicken's going to follow up. Willie Boulder roll in. He's taking the tower shots right now. And Mr. Professional is just going to run for it. Looks like, oh, here comes Savage Roar comes out, but here comes Sven to clean up. Popping his War Cry and his ult. God's Strength doing work on this Radiant team. Lion trying his best to bring down Sad Chicken. Sokka running for his life. Is it going to be enough? Does he have the disruption? In 3 seconds, he needs to turn. Is he going to be able to get it? Stormhammer comes out, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to bring him down in time? Here comes one shot. There's the disruption, and he's going to run. He's got to go for it now. Ignite comes out. That's going to be a huge slow. Are they going to be able to catch up with him? Not enough. And he's going to end up going down with the rest of the Ignite. Excellent play there by the Dire side. An excellent defense of their tier 2 there. Absolutely what they needed at a time where they could not afford to lose another tower and another couple heroes. So that is going to be a huge swing of things there. We see the net worth graph and the XP graph trending back their way. Still have a ways to go, about 2,000 difference each respectively. But they now have, they'll get a little bit of a gold infusion there and certainly an XP infusion to bring them a little bit closer to where they need to be. I think we saw Mr. Professional building toward his Dragonlance here. It's going to be a good pickup for him. Oftentimes we see a lot of snipers go, or Vipers go Shadowblade. Oh, the Pudge just missing his hook there as Shadow Demon Tries his best to defend the tower with the Shadow Poison. Can be so effective at clearing waves. We're going to wrap around him now. Going to stack their stuns. That's going to be an easy kill as the whiff comes out with that hook there. They're not even going to need it, though. Let's see. Is Sad Chicken going to try and get this? He's going to try and courier snipe this? Maybe. But he knows he's going to pay for it with his life, so I think he's going to decide against it. They have no vision of him here. He's going to have to just back off. They will all TP out now. And suddenly, Dire finds themselves with a nice sizable lead here. But we have Sasha from Russia pounding away at this tier 2 tower. She's going to have to get out now as Sven comes in to defend that. Get that tower down about half health. The tier 1 here is relatively low as well. It's Pippi Man heading bottom. We've got Tinker and Shadow Demon now in their base. Looks like Shadow Demon is going to be building into a 4-staff, so that's going to be good for him. We got the Maelstrom out on the Lone Druid. Let's see, is he going to build? Looks like he is going for the new meta kind of sniper Lone Druid build, where you build, you know, Maelstrom. Maybe he's going for his Hurricane Pike now, or I'm sorry, Dragonlance now too, and to let the bear just be there for the root, etc. Savage Roar there to kind of have a little bit of crowd control. We have the mech getting picked up on the Viper, so interesting pickup for him, but definitely necessary. Pippi Man may get caught out here. Don't know if he knows that they're there, but he does have 2 in the area, so they could be going in on him. Viper Strike's going to come out. It's going to bring him quite low. He's going to get the stun off on the Ogre Magi. He's going to be content to roll out now. Pippi Man trying to bring us back, but here comes Tinker in for some help. March of the Machine's coming in, sending the bear back in to do a little bit of work. They could be caught out here. Here's the disruption. Shadow Poison's going to come out. They're going to turn their attention to the Ogre Magi. He's the easy kill, and that power shot's going to bring him down quite easily. Hook's going to come out. Pudge is going to connect. This is going to be enough to bring down. Yes, Tinker will fall, but they'll pay for it. 2-for-1 change there. Are they going to follow up now? Huge boulder roll comes in. This could easily bring down Pudge. He's going to be next. The stun just a second too late from the line. I don't think it would have mattered either way. They're really chasing him down now. He could be in serious trouble. 1 root from this bear, and he is going to be finished. We now have 3 things of Shadow Poison on him. That's going to not be 4, but it's going to be enough to bring him down with Pippi Man connecting. Here comes the ult out from the Sven. They're going to get the disruption off, so that's going to be a waste of God's strength. He's going to have to run for it now. Getting magnetized too. The Maelstrom doing work. Ogre Magi coming in, getting the stun off. That's going to secure the kill on the Shadow Demon. But now here comes the rest of the Dire team following up, trying to punish this Radiant team for overextending. Poison attacks are going to come out, slowing Sad Chicken. He is going to roll out. Pippi Man running for his life, leaving his bear behind. He will catch up eventually. Throwing out a boulder there, or a rock there for good measure, in case they were in pursuit, which they were not. And we now are all tied up at 15. What a game it's been so far, as each side really finding themselves in advantageous positions. Fights going both ways. We thought that Radiant had a nice early lead, but that was quickly eliminated by the Dire side, crawling their way back into things. We now see Tinker and Windranger trying to push this top lane. Interesting to see what Windranger is trying to build into here. It looks as though she's going for the Maelstrom. Okay. Relatively standard build for her. And oh no, Sokka gets caught out again. Shadow Demon has done his best to try and defend these towers, but I think sometimes he's going to need a little bit of his team's help there if he has any hope of pushing this thing back. Hook is going to come out. It's going to connect on Sad Chicken. So excellent play there, but he didn't have the... Didn't look like he had the Dismember ready. It was down on cooldown for another 12 seconds. So able to get out of there, but it will be enough to prevent them from defending. March of the Machine comes out. And those heat-seeking missiles doing so much damage. They're trying to get this tier 1 here now. Let's check on things top. Gonna get the hook off. Windrun's gonna come out though, so she's gonna be able to escape. TP is gonna come in from the Sven, so they should catch her out here. She's got her blink now, so she is able to blink into the trees and get out. Tier 1 does fall, following up on the bear, trying to get that free 300 gold. And they're pinging him out now. Windranger gonna connect with the stun, but it's not gonna be enough. Power shot comes out, but here comes the Hex and the stun. This could spell trouble for the Windranger as she gets fingered to death, as the spell says. Running into that devastating Lion ult, and that is terrible. Fear comes out as they're trying to make a run for it. Are they going to be able to do anything here? Pippi Man trying to follow up. Stun does not connect with the Remnant there. They're going to try and turn and fight. Stun comes out. Here come the heat-seeking missiles, but it's going to be enough to back them off for now. This Professional running so low. They need to get to that shrine if they have any hope of healing. Once again, overextending here. He disrupts himself. But he is going to need to get back as Sven coming in. He could throw God Strength out here now. I think he's going to go for a kill. I don't know if he's AFK, but that's going to be an easy kill for Sven. Oh, no, he's going to escape with his life. Wind Ranger did end up falling back there. Here comes Pudge. Going to go for the hook here. Probably trying to juke him out, but this should be an easy enough kill. Just throws it out and he whiffs. Anaki whiffing with the sling blade.
Come on now, you gotta connect against those sling blades.
Going to retreat to the jungle now. Let's take a look at our net worth. We have Viper taking a commanding lead with almost 5,000 over the Lone Druid. Now has his Dragon Lance and a mech. Not sure what he's building into now, but has about 2,100 gold in the bank. Taking a look at the hero levels, Radiant still does have an advantage in terms of levels over this Dire team, but we see the Earth Spear and the Shadow Demon starting to fall behind. They're going to need, they've done a lot of roaming, so understandable they'd be a little bit underleveled, but they're going to have to try and catch up. Neither of these heroes particularly good at farming the jungle. Shadow Demon can, of course, with Shadow Poison, but his attacks by nature are not very strong. So let's see as Mr. Professional heads up here. Try and get the jump on one of these Radiant heroes. Probably going to go with the Viper Strike here. He does get it out, but the disruption immediately coming out. We see... Okay, so I think that may have been a bit of a misplay there. Wind Ranger ultimately making the right decision as they had backup. They didn't have vision though, so I guess good call by her. She blinks into the trees back here, sacrificing Shadow Demon, and Pudge just throwing it out there. Yep, like exactly what I was saying. Just left him to die on his on that hill himself. But Shadow Demon, of course, backing up his teammate. What a good teammate he is. Uh-oh, Sven could pay for it. Getting a little bit greedy here. Trying to... oh, he's going to be able to get the haste rune, so I think he is going to get out. Oh, but he's going to get power shotted right at the end. Excellent play there by Sasha. That was quite a play. Sven here, let's take a look at what he's got. So still just an Echo Saber right now. Still very underfarmed. Shadow Demon going to fall once again. This guy needs to learn how to stick with his team. He is just feeding kills over and over again to this Dire team as it looks like another tier 1 is going to fall. The rest of this Radiant team needs to try and push. I don't think there's going to be any TPs coming in here now. Got to bring down this tier 1 tower. Pudge heading over to the shrine to try and scout him out. It looks like they'll be content to push bot as the rest of this team. Tinker, excellent play there. Blinking out at just the right time, right before that hook connect. Gonna try and push the wave. We have some TPs coming in now. Sven going in, but did they see him? Sad Chicken may have spotted him out there, but maybe he did not. Gonna get the stun out on him, but he's got the Glimmer Cape now, so he's gonna get away. But Pippi Man could be in trouble here. Gonna get stunned, but the sun's gonna go right back their way. Gonna be able to secure the kill on the Ogre Magi, but here comes the Professional, and he could easily bring him down with those poison attacks. They're so devastating. Pippi Man not long for wear. Gonna get a nice couple of heat-seeking missiles out, but the laser's not gonna connect on the Sven. They're gonna exchange 1 for 1 there. Oh, it looks like they may be able to get a kill here. Hook is gonna connect, but Sad Chicken popping that, popping the Glimmer Cape just in time. So Squanto continuing to just spam these heat-seeking rockets as they're gonna trade Lone Druid for Ogre Magi. Towers now are all tier 1s down on both sides now. So as these teams try their best to grab a foothold, grab an advantage somewhere. We've got the Hooded Defiance out on the Pudge. Would be interesting. I'm sure he's going to go for either the Ags or the Aether Lens. Always prevalent Aether Lens. Shadow Demon getting caught out once again in a bad spot. Get the disruption out, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Sad Chicken can only do so much. Going to throw out a stun there, but it's not going to be enough. Shadow Demon will easily fall. Looks like he may be building a butterfly here on Viper. Lion does now have his blink, so he can be quite a good initiator, especially when it comes to single target pickoffs. That can be pretty devastating. You get the blink, stun, hex, even a finger. He can solo pick off people if you get the right target, especially someone like a Shadow Demon, even potentially a Wind Ranger. Not terribly tanky just yet. Now building, still does not have her Maelstrom, so it's been tough going, tough sledding for her. She's fallen off slightly, has about 7,500 net worth. Gonna try and push this top lane. Let's see if we get any TPs in here. She pops the ult, and that should be enough. Let's see if the glyph does come out. Things popping off bot, though. Sad Chicken trying his best, running into 4. He's gonna have to get out of there. Pippi's Man's gonna have to run for his life. should really sacrifice the bear. He could be in serious trouble trying to get the kill on the Pudge. He will actually secure it. The finger's going to come out. It's going to get stacked with a stun. He could easily fall here. Going to pay for it with his life. Maybe worth it, maybe not. Maybe kind of delays the inevitable here. But feeding another kill to the Viper, I believe, or maybe Sven picked that up. Not really what you want. They are able to push top here, though, so excellent job. They're not going to want to continue to push in. They're going to get Sven TPing back as they hammer away at this tier 2 here. Shadow Demon farming the mid lane so far. They're going with the creep wave so far. They need to focus the tower. Heat-seeking missiles coming out. Here comes the rearm. More heat-seeking missiles coming out. Just spamming them away. It can really work. It can be really devastating, but the tier 2 will now fall. As they get 2 TPs back to that top lane, we have Shadow Demon now trying to push out the mid lane. Let's see if this dire team tries to wrap around. There is a double damage rune. Pinging it out. Looks like Viper will pick this one up, and now they're pinging out Shadow Demon. They know he's been easy pickings all game, and they're going to try and continue that trend. Aniki now setting up. It should be an easy. He's going to go in with the rot, not even going to bother with the stun. Power shot's going to come out, but she's going to easily fall once again. Going to get the hook in now on the Wind Ranger. Pops the Wind Run right away. Sad Chicken, maybe in the wrong place at the wrong time. They're going to be silenced. He's going to roll out of there. He's going to be easily escaping. Excellent play there, getting his Glimmer Cape off as well. So much maneuverability for such a slow, lumbering hero. We now have the Ags out on the Ogre Magi. Gives him an extra spell and a little bit better of the multicast there. So let's see what this Radiant team decides to do. Tinker now going to go bot, continuing to farm. He is now trying to get his Ags as well. But the middle tower is under duress here. No one here to defend it. As this dire team continues to use their advantage and just press away. Hiding here in the trees. It's the rest of the team. They'll get the glyph off. Will it be enough? Oh, they're going in on him now. Let's see if they can get the Sven here. They were able to get a long stun with the shackle shot, and the power shot's going to bring him down. Excellent teamwork there. We got some TPs back here. Aniki and Ului trying their best. I don't know if they're going to be able to press this tier 3. It looks like they're going to have to. Are they going to catch out Viper here? They don't have vision in the area. Or they do have a ward there, so they do know he's there. Okay, so aware that Viper's in the area, but not deciding to re-engage on him. Going to be content to run now. Tinker doing his thing, continuing to push out this wave. And we'll see if this tier 2 will be able to fall. We haven't seen too much grouping up so far by the Radiant team. I think they do kind of specialize in that, in split pushing, letting Tinker do his thing. Unfortunate that Shadow Demon's been caught out a couple times, but he's taken a little respite in base. 19 to 23. See how the kills do. So we've got Viper atop of the leaderboard right now. Ogre Magi in second, surprisingly enough. And then the rest kind of split between some of these Radiant teams here. Well, surprisingly, Tinker and Wind Ranger only 1 and 2 kills respectively. Especially Tinker, such a high impact hero. You would have thought he would have a couple more kills, can burst someone down so fast. We saw in the early game he had a couple there. Okay, so Sven now going straight into BKB. Not a bad choice, but you would think to see maybe a blink on him before. He does suffer from some maneuverability problems. Who's going to get caught out now? It's going to be Earth Spirit. That's going to be unfortunate. An easy kill there. He's going to roll out, so he's going to get out of it. They're going to be able to get him. Or is he going to follow the creeps? And he will end up falling. Unfortunate time to TP there. And we have a disconnect here from the Shadow Demon. Let's see if this team decides to pause here. Thought Earth Spirit was going to make the great escape. Just unable to do it. As another tier 2 falls. And suddenly all tier 2's down for this Radiant team. Mr. Professional and Ogre Magi have been quite a tandem wrecking crew. Butterfly now coming out on Viper. Going to make him even harder to hit. See if maybe they're going to pick up some MKBs. Maybe see what Pippi Man now has his Mjolnir, has his Dragonlance, and a Desolator. So he's starting to get a bit farmed. They're deciding that they're not going to pause for Shadow Demon. Someone else will be taking over him in the meantime. Looks like they're going to go for the first rush of the game here. They're pinging it out now. Let's see, Sven probably going to pop Warcry and God Strength there. There's the Warcry. Is he going to go with the ult? Maybe he doesn't need it. They're going to hammer away. This could put serious strain on this Radiant team. They're going to need some serious high ground defense. Mr. Professional now building into an Orchid. So he is going to be a force. That is going to be perfect to deal with a lot of these heroes, which rely so much on spells, Tinker, Earth Spirit, etc. Should shut down some of them early in the fight here, depending on who Viper can get the jump on. We see Windranger doing a good job of ratting out this team. They're pinging out Pippi Man. This could spell trouble for him. Oh no, turns back at just possibly the wrong time. All three of them are there. Now there's nothing he can do about this. Wrong place, wrong time. Here comes the God Strength. That's going to be enough to absolutely burst him down. And Windranger too. Falling top. Devastatingly bad there. Pudge able to get the kill. And suddenly, this dire lead is expanding. Let's take a quick look at the graphs as they push bot here. Still in the Radiant's favor on both accounts, but we're nearing the zero sum mark. So Sad Chicken gonna have to try his best to defend here. Viper continuing that commanding lead. He did pick up the Aegis, so he's gonna be able to pump out plenty of damage. Sad Chicken venturing outside his base. We have Tinker continuing to push the lanes, though not focusing mid, interestingly enough. Earth Spirit getting out that ward. They're going to need it to know where some of these heroes are. Dire content to farm the jungle. Would have thought they would have tried to press their advantage here, as two of those main damage dealers were down. And Sasha's going to get Hex now. Finger does not have enough mana for it. It's going to blink out and just escape the hook there. Oh, they're giving chase now. But that wind run so fast. Mr. Professional may see her. Is he going to release the Viper Strike? No, she will escape the safety of her base. Pippi Man coming out slightly. Gonna get stunned. They're probably trying to use the bear as bait here. They should be able to burst him down though. Savage Roar not gonna be able to come out. That's a free 300 gold for the Dire. This is a huge fight here. Bear is gonna be unavailable for a minute and a half. Desolator trying to do some work against Mr. Professional. They need to bring him down, but the Butterfly evasion doing work there. It's a bit of a Mexican standoff here in the mid lane as the power shots continue to come out from the Windranger. Mr. Professional running low, but not afraid that he has the Aegis. Not too much to worry about. Marshal the Machine's coming out. High ground defense here is very good for the Radiant side. They can certainly make quite a stand here. It's going to be hard for them to push up into the base. Sven's really going to have to be the one to initiate. We have Squanto just getting out into the woods, throwing out some heat-seeking missiles. We've only got 1 minute left for the Shadow Demon, so we could find ourselves in a 4v5 situation relatively soon. They're going to get the kill on Ogre Magi. Bold move there for the Radiant team to venture out of their own base and really put Dire on the defensive there. Excellent job there. Pippi Man going back to farming the jungle now. He is now going for his own BKB, so he's going to be reaching max efficiency relatively soon. Windranger now finally has her Maelstrom. What is she trying to build toward? She may be going for a Desolator of her own. I believe she is. Pudge now has his own, but has a blink of his own too. So a lot of maneuverability here on both teams. Blink now out on Sven's going to be a huge pickup on him. He's going to have to be their initiator, popping that BKB. If they have any hope of getting high ground, he's going to have to pop the BKB, get in there, try and get a quick stun off. Shadow Demon has officially disconnected. So we are now in a 4v5 situation, and things just got taken to the next level. This will certainly make for an interesting rest of the game. Sad Chicken looks like he's maybe building a force staff. Time will tell. Oh, they've got a smoke up now. This could be huge. Who are they going to catch out? Pippi Man is in the area. Are they going to find him, though? Smoke not popping so far. Although he is close. They're pinging him out. They know he's there. He's going to run now. He's in the woods. Are they going to catch him out? Here comes the stun. Oh, but absolute disaster there as Pudge hooks his own player out. It might not matter as the poison attack's coming out, bringing Pippi Man incredibly low. Ags is now out on the Tinker. Is going to be enough. Stun's going to come out from the Ogre Magi and bring down Pippi Man. And Squanto going to pay for it with the hook. There's the Slim Blade. And now Sasha from Russia going to have to run away. See what they can do here. Sad Chicken trying to defend as best he can with power shots. stone remnants. But this is now their chance to push high ground. Age is still up on the Viper. So now pounding away at the tier 3 tower. This could spell trouble. Sad Chicken popping the Glimmer Cape just in time, getting a double stun off on 2 of these heroes, but it's not going to matter. Tier 3 is going to fall. They'll turn their attention to the barracks now. This is going to lose 1 set of barracks at least for this Radiant team, and they are suddenly in a bit of trouble here. Wind Ranger trying her best, blinking around. So many stone remnants coming out, getting the silences and the stuns out. Going to get a stun off, but Ogre Magi, very tanky at this point, has an Aether Lens as well now. Going to hammer away with Sasha from Russia. Desolator doing work. Is it going to be enough to bring him down? Mech does come out, just barely saving his life. Ogre Magi barely escapes. Sad Chicken now under duress. He's going to fall now too. That's 3 down for the Radiant side. Now they're going to turn their attention to the next tier 3. Not much Sasha can do here. She's going to be able to bring down the Sven. Going to pop the wind run. That's going to get her out of there. 100% evasion. Hard to beat that. Mr. Professional, though. So much damage. So easy to bring down these towers and these barracks. The middle one does fall, but here comes Squanto trying his best to push back this attack. Heat-seeking missiles connecting, but not enough to bring him low enough for a kill. So able to get the kill on Sven there, but they are going to lose their middle barracks in the process. So tough go of things there for this Radiant team, but also tough that they didn't have a Shadow Demon to help. Oh, Sasha catching the Pudge out. This could be a kill here, a huge one if they got it, and they do. Excellent job there. Wind Ranger never giving up hope. And all the BKBs are being built now, which is definitely the right call, as they're going up against so much, all the stuns, all the magic damage, apart from really the Sven, mostly magic damage. So smart to build all those BKBs. No need to get stun locked. No need to die that way. With enough BKBs, they should be able to turn any good fight. Really, essentially eliminates Lion from the fight. Ogre Magi as well. So they're going to lose two tier 3s and a set of barracks. Sven catching out Sad Chicken. Oh, he may fall here as the ult does come out, but there comes the Glimmer Cape. No detection on either hero. So he's going to be able to escape. Chrysalis is now out on Sven. He's going to be such a force to be reckoned with. They're now turning their attention to the shrines, and these shrines are just melting under some of this immense attack power from the Sven. So while they're off to a bad start in the early game, they really turned things around really well here at the end. They got the Sven the farm that he needed. He is now able to really probably single-handedly push this. Let's see as they go for this tier, this next set of barracks.
Middle tower isn't going to last long.
They're going to make a push here as 4, but we do have some Radiant heroes heading toward the base. Let's see. Is Satchik going to be able to get out? I'm going to pop the Glimmer Cape. Again, no detection. Haven't learned their lesson yet. They're going to be content to settle for these barracks, though. Got the Creep Wave doing some work. March of the Machines may not reach them. Looks like it's just short. Stone Remnants are coming out, trying to fend off this team. Power shots doing what they can. Viper has lost his Aegis now. Pudge going to get the hook off, but here the BKB comes out on both Pippi Man and Sasha. They're going to be able to bring down the Sven. It's going to be huge. These Desolators doing work on Mr. Professional. Hook's going to connect on Pippi Man. Anaki trying to bring him down. Huge stun, huge double stun there from the Ogre Magi, and the Lion there is able to bring down Wind Ranger. Now they have some sentries in the area, and that's going to finally be enough. Is it going to be enough? No. Sad Chicken going to escape with his life. They're going to bring down 2 there as a huge laser comes out, and another laser connects. That's going to be a double kill for Sir Squanto. Just the defense they needed. Thought they were going to be able to get the kill on the Earth Spear, but they end up losing 4 in the process. Huge kills there as Viper and Pudge and Ogre Magi all fall. Kill on the Sven to start things off was huge, and now suddenly we've got Sir Squanto in the top lane. Going to be easily be able to push this tier 3. Wouldn't be surprised if they're able to get a barracks of their own. We did not lose any barracks in that last fight, although they did get them very low, and we now see this melee barracks regenning health. So we'll see if the Dire team is going to be able to do anything about that. Tinker now TPing back out. Not going to stay. He's going to head top to meet Alfredo. They're just going to have to keep farming up. So no buybacks really available except for Ogre and Earth Spirit. Not going to need them just yet in the game. They did get a ward out here, so they have some vision mid for the Dire team. We now have Lone Druid suddenly taking up the mantle of net worth leader. And boy, is he farmed, now heading for an AC. Once he picks that up, he is going to be an absolute damage-dealing tank on all fronts. Between the bear and himself, not much he's going to be able to do. If they're able to pull this off without their Shadow Demon, that will be a very impressive display of talent. I'm sure they do get a little bit of, obviously get a little bit of extra gold and XP having him disconnect. So you do get that in your advantage, but regardless, it's never easy to play 4v5. You see Viper, he has a double damage room. He is so tanky, though. He has his Eye of Scotty. Are they going to be able to bring him down? It's huge stun comes out from Sad Chicken. I think it might be enough, but this... Oh, the evasion just doing absolute work there. And now they've turned it on him. That's going to be enough to bring down Wind Ranger. Magnetism does come out, but it doesn't matter. They're going to be able to pop the Shrine here and heal up. Incredible teamwork there. Excellent support from the Lion and the Ogre Magi. They needed that. And with the Eye of Scotty on the Viper, suddenly things are looking even more bleak. Sad Chicken posted up here. Doesn't see the Ogre Magi, or does see the Ogre Magi, but Ogre Magi didn't see him, rather. Let's see if Louis knows that he's there. It's a bold move there as he's rolling across the lane. Lion now picking up a BKB of his own. Can never have too many BKBs. Never. So we see the lane pushing in now in the mid, but that's not where they need to put pressure. So tough to push these lanes. March of the Machines pushing them right on back. It's been tough sledding for the Dire team, and that's going to give Radiant a little bit of time to get back into things. Sven now working toward his Daedalus. Let's see now, turning their attention to the final tier 3. Sad Chicken trying his best. March of the Machines coming out, going to push back this creep wave. They're going to split push him here, as we've got the Sven and the Viper pushing bot. They want this last set. They want the set of barracks. It's definitely the easy target. Postulating mid here. Anything they can do now is going to be a bonus. They're pinging out Mr. Professional. They need to go on him if they're going to get anybody. Power Shot does come out. They're going to get the Stone Remnant. That's going to get a silence off. It's going to be a huge and a stun too. But here comes Warcry. He's going to try and follow up. Is it going to be enough to bring in Mr. Professional? He's popped the God Strength. He's going to be able to do it. Root comes out. And he's going to be able to secure the kill. Squanto, going to fall low. God Strength doing work. It's going to bring down Timber, but it is going to bring down Sven in the process. Sasha doing so much damage with that Desolator. Sad Chicken trying to follow up, see what he can find here. It's going to be 2-for-1 exchange. I think that's going to go in the Radiant favor for sure. Tinker doing a great job. Dish out as much damage as he can. Gives up his life in the process, but I think it was well worth it. We now have Sad Chicken deep in this Dire jungle. Not sure what he's doing there, but he's just going to grab a couple bounty runes. He'll take a little extra gold for fun. Sacha trying to push out this wave. Not able to really push on their own accord. Now she's going to get hooked in, and the Dismember is going to come out. That's going to be huge. The Finger finishing things off. That's going to be a tough loss there for this Radiant team. They needed to keep her alive. Excellent play there by the Pudge, bringing her in for the easy triple team kill. Reminds me of college. Threesome and a finger. But all right, things about to set back to even now. Tinker, Sven, and Viper all coming back alive now. Let's see where Dire decides to turn their attention. Definitely have a Radiant on the defensive so far, but as we've been talking about incessantly so far, it is extremely hard for them to push this high ground. They need to make a concerted effort. Would think they would turn their attention to the bottom barracks first. This ranged barracks only has 200 health. A firm push in with the Sven, a Warcry, and a BKB could be enough to bring that down. Just bring down one more barracks. Maybe you get a kill in the process and really turn things around. They're grouping bot now, so it looks like that may be their intention. Lion is now top. Has a TP in his backpack, but maybe he's just trying to find this Tinker. I wouldn't be surprised if Tinker goes on his line. He could easily blow him up. There's the rockets. He's going to try and blink in to get the laser. No, he'll be content to continue the March of the Machines. All right, now this Dire team, they are locked, loaded, and ready to rumble. Pushing bottom. Mr. Professional at the helm. Warcry, Warcry, whatever. It should be Warcry. That would be a great name for a Sven. But they're now pushing in. Squanto. manning up. Solo on defense, throwing out the preemptive march of the machines. They know they're there. They've got the ward out, so they know they're all there. It's 4 now. 5, soon to be 5. Power shots coming out from Sasha. The hook does come out and it does connect. Dismember, not available. Pops the BKB, able to escape from that. Here comes the ult. The God Strength coming out with the BKB of his own. Is Sven going to waste it here, though? Wasting time, not getting into the base. Should have been out there taking an absolute waste of a BKB. Should have been in there taking the barracks. And now we have Mr. Professional going to get the one. I think it's going to be enough. Sad Chicken may fall, but there goes down goes the Sven. Finger comes out. It's going to secure the kill in the Earth Spirit. Aniki getting bursted down by this bear. There comes a root that's going to be enough to bring him down. Mr. Professional trying his best. Dish out so much damage. Lion can be the next to fall. Running low. He will be next. That's a triple kill. Buyback comes out from Earth Spirit. And there comes the final Desolator, and it's going to secure the kill on the Ogre Magi. They're now giving chase to Mr. Professional. They know where he is. Running him down. Not so professional anymore. Here comes a huge stun and a Dagon. It's going to be enough to bring him down, and it's a 5-man wipe for the Radiant team. Excellent play there. That's absolutely the defense they needed. This should be enough for them to push down the mid lane, take a set of barracks of their own. They need to make the most of the next. Now let's see. Pudge will be back in 10 seconds, but he can't defend on his own. Lion will be back in 15. He can certainly help, but they can continue to take it to him. They need to go as fast as they can. Getting the Mjolnir out on the bear, it's going to be enough to tank up this creep wave. Creep wave just melting through the power shot. The Desolators everywhere. These buildings should be melting. They're now going to push. They don't have any creeps, though. They need the creep wave. They're going to be able to push it. Let's see where Pudge is now. Not coming out of their base. So they're sticking in the base. The tag team of Pudge and Lion not willing to try and defend this, as we have Tinker continuing to press top, squeezing him out from both sides. Sven's going to be up in 3 seconds, though, and that's where things are going to get interesting. He has his ult available, has his BKB and his blink. He needs to pop it all now. Going to get the hook off on the Earth Spirit. Is the cape going to be enough in time? And no, it is not. He's going to fall. Smoke does come, or dust does come out. Sasha's going to have to blink out of there. They're going to get one barracks, but it's going to have to come at the cost of Earth Spirit's life, and he's down. Taking a dirt nap for the next 80 seconds. They're going to take a shrine, though. Nice little infusion of gold there. As the shrines are down on the Radiant side, are they going to try and turn their attention to the next one? I don't believe they are. As Tinker decides to go back to base. Uh-oh, Mr. Professional. Sasha from Russia. Oh, she's going in on it now, but she could pay for this. Not paying attention. Those poison attacks. So rough. And the corrosive skin and the nether toxin. Oh, it's terrible. Looks like she will be able to escape, though. Trying to dish out a little bit more damage on this shrine. Get that next bit of gold. We have Pippi Man now soloing this Roche. Manning up, dragging his balls on the ground. And he'll take the Aegis from this one. Throwing the Dragon Lance in his backpack for now. Somebody's controlling the very much under-leveled Shadow Demon. We now see the net worth has slipped out of Viper's grasp. Now belongs to Tinker and Pippi Man. So plenty of buybacks here left on the Radiant side. The ones that matter anyway. Earth Spirit used his earlier, and obviously there's just no money on Shadow Demon. But Earth Spirit's going to be up in 5 seconds. Let's see. He's going to be obviously up in time. They're going to get the buff off on the Pudge. Not sure about that. Tinker going to be trying his best. Blink is going to come in from the Pudge. They're turning their attention to this last barracks, but are they going to be able to do anything? This March of the Machines is just too much for them to handle. Sad Chicken could be caught out just a bit here. Going to get Scotty down. Going to try their best. Oh, there comes a huge laser, but here comes the BKB. He's going to hook out the Viper, an absolutely crucial mistake. Here comes the BKB against the Sven. He's going to get rooted, pierces the spell immunity. He's going to be bursted down, just doesn't have any tankiness. Here comes Sasha pounding away at Mr. Professional. He's going to be the next to fall, not able to bring down the next barracks. Despite the BKB on the Lion, he gets the Glimmer Cape and gets out of there. But it doesn't matter. All the important heroes have fallen. Ogre Magi now down. And it's left to this 2-man A41 team. Not sure what that means, but it's a disaster. Here comes Tinker. Going to get a huge laser out. Going to get a big stun out. Are they going to be able to get a Glimmer Cape? Does come out. Lion so close to death. Are they going to try and pursue? It doesn't look like they will. Meanwhile, Sasha and Pippi Man continuing to push down mid. They've already gotten the one barracks. They need to go for the other. It's going to be a full 30 seconds before they get another hero up. So devastating. Stacking these Desolators has just been too much for heroes like Sven. Sven, despite doing a lot of damage, is a bit of a glass cannon here. Is a strength hero, does have something, but it just isn't enough. I don't know if that was a misclick there. Pudge is going to push the shrine. They're going to get a stun out on him. See if Shasta tries to go for it. What are they going to go for here? They're going to try and turn their attention to the next tier 3 here. Going to get a hook, but it is going to miss. Sasha just barely missing it. There comes the fear. Savage Roar does come out enough to scare off the Lion there. So he did get the blink. Blink stun in there. Getting the next barracks. Not much that they can do against this bear. They're going to get the 2 stuns there against Pippi Man. Isn't going to be enough. He could fall here. Oh, he's got the Aegis though, so it's going to get popped. But the whole team is here to follow up. Are they going to put him in a pine box? He pops the BKB. That should be enough to get him out of there. Excellent play there. Huge Remnant comes out from Sad Chicken, but it doesn't connect. Rest of the team blinking in. Hook comes out. Absolute whiff. Doesn't connect on either hero. Sven trying his best. Blinks in, but he's going to get the boulder roll out. Here comes Pippi Man. Desolator chipping away. BKB comes out, but it's a poor use. Once again, wasting that free 8 seconds there. Squanto, does he have what it takes? He's got the laser. It's going to connect on 2. Going to blink out just in time. Pudge trying his best. They see that he's there, but he's going to blink into the woods. Boots of Travel's out. And this Radiant team is going to successfully escape. A very good foray there. They were able to take a set of barracks and another tier 3 tower. They've been able to press this advantage. Going to have to boulder roll out here. Sad Chicken popping the Glimmer Cape. Lone Druid, did he put all his items on the bear? Presume he did. Yes, he did. So this bear now, forced to be reckoned with. As the Lone Druid has the axe, so he can let the bear just roam and do its own thing. Is he going to try and send it in here? No, he's not. Thought he was going to try and go in on the Pudge by himself, which would be hilarious. We now have this dire team trying to man up. If Radiant can muster another huge high ground defense, that could easily spell GG. As we see, not too many buybacks available. We have Sven and Lion available, but they're going to need a little bit more gold left on this Radiant, this dire side if they're going to have any chance of bringing them back. Let's see what's going to happen here. Mr. Professional, just about 6 slotted. Not much else he can do. 1,500 gold in the bank, but really not much left for him. This is the part of the match where everyone kind of ends up 6 slotted. Got the Moon Shard in Sven's backpack. Wind Ranger with Boots of Travel of her own. Rest of the dire team now top, trying to push out this hero as another tier 3 does fall. So all the tier 3s are down. The shrine still does stand. That's going to leave an open path. If Dire can win another fight, they can easily push. They can easily mega creeps them. One fight and it's mega creeps for them. One lost fight and it could be GG as they're staring down, having only 3 barracks left themselves. Excellent play by both teams so far. Ogre Magi now picking up a sheep stick. It's going to be just another stun in their repertoire that they can throw out here. We'll try and muscle the defense here. Not grouped up though. It's only 2. I don't know if they're aware of that, but they could have probably got the jump there on the Ogre and the Sven. This Ogre now pretty tanky at 2,500 health. Alright, so they're now grouping bot. Dire team grouping bot. They have their sights set on this final barracks. As the creeps do push in, there's no defense there from the Radiant side. It looks like this is going to be a free barracks as Sven just hammers away. Lion now starting the creep wave. It's a little bit too little, too late. Sash from Rush behind the BKB. Is that going to be enough to bring down Sven? It will be. He is just overcommitted time and time again. No armor on him. Getting absolutely ripped through. Lion so squishy. He's going to be the next to fall. The bear taking after. Is he going to get a root here? Aniki trying to get out, but isn't going to be enough. Stone Remnant coming out. Going to connect against the creep wave. But that's going to be 2. So 2 down for 40 seconds. Luckily for them, it is the 2 heroes that do... Oh no, Sven does no longer have buyback. He must have bought an item. He had it before. Lion does still have it. But he is going to... that could be trouble for them. Got Sir Squanto. Mr. Professional hunting him down. Gonna get the Viper Strike off on him. Is he just gonna TP out? So he will get out in time. Uh-oh, Aniki finding Sash from Russia. He's gonna have to win run out. Remnant comes out. Now the Blade Mail up on the Pudge. Pippi Man buying another Dragon Lance of his own. Here comes Aniki. Doesn't have the Savage Roar is going to come out and scare him off. Tinker now going mid, blinking up. So posing another high ground defense here. Looks like they're going to be content to let Sven come up, not try and push things out. Sad Chicken, been on point with the Remnant so far. A huge multicast there. It's a massive amount of stuns. And that's going to be trouble there for Sad Chicken as the Viper Strike does come out, ticking him lower and lower. Viper does fall off a little bit in the late game. Yeah, by a little bit, I mean a lot. So the longer this goes, the better off it is for the Radiant side. I think we're starting to see that this late game, despite being 4v5, is trending in the Radiant's direction. I mean, Tinker, Wind Ranger, and Lone Druid can go up against, I mean, Pudge and Viper both fall off pretty significantly. It's tough to say that for support. I mean, supports are always kind of in vogue, but Sven is really their main damage dealer at this point. Popping all their BKBs now. They're going to go with Sasha from Russia. They're going to Viper Strike him, but he's just pounding away, not afraid at all, barely taking any damage. Blade Mail is out on the Pudge, but are they going to bring him down? He's running extremely low, and the power shot just barely misses, but this could be enough to bring down. Okay, it's an uphill miss. They're going to blink in. Going to get the Hex off, and a huge Dagon out from Squanto. Now Dagon 5. That's enough to melt any hero. Squanto sees Lion's Finger and raises him 1. Squanto now trying his best to push out these lanes as quickly as possible. Only 1 down, so that basically levels the playing field. Sasha now pushing out this mid lane. Alfredo pounding away. This is going to be an easily taken down Shrine. So no more flanking available for this dire team. Everything is almost basically reset. I'd say we are now even. Kills obviously going the way of the Radiant all of a sudden. But they need to group up and make a concerted effort to push here. Earth Spirit picking up an Ags of his own. As Sasha picking up the Hyperstone. It'll be interesting to see what she goes for here. Maybe some more attack speed. She has an Ags.
Regeneration.
Squanto continuing to do what he does as Tinker. There's Mr. Professional. Are they going to be able to bring him down, though? Uh-oh. He could be in trouble here. He's going to get Hex, but not going to be enough. Here comes the stun in. There's the ult out. And it's going to be putting him in a pine box for a minute and a half. That is not what Radiant wanted right now. As a minute and a half. He has buyback available, so we can expect to see that used. Maybe enough to buy back and turn a fight as we see this dire team now bearing down on top of the Radiant. We have Wind Ranger now pushing top. We've got Ogre Magi back up, and we've got the Bear just doing his thing, and they have backdoor protection against these barracks, but it's not going to matter. He's just hammering away at him. This is the power of the Bear. Mr. Professional going down mid, but it's not mid they need to turn their attention to. Sven's going to blink in, but isn't going to be enough. And another blink in from the Pudge. Buyback now comes back. It's going to be enough to bring down Wind Ranger. That's a devastating. She's going to instantly buy back. But here comes a huge rollout. No, Sad Chicken's going to fall next, but it's going to be enough to bring down the Sven. He needs to go down. No, there goes the Pudge. Sven trying to hammer away. He's going to get blown up by the Dagon. Buybacks coming back from both sides. They're really going all in now. 2 buybacks used by each side. What are they going to lose there? They lost their mid shrine. They lost the bottom barracks. So another set of barracks down. And Mr. Professional barely escaping with his life. We now have the Spirit Bear going top. The top barracks is down. So they are only 1 barracks away from mega creeps. I have not been paying attention to that, but Pippi Man using his bear to the absolute max of his ability. Enough to bring almost a solo mega creep. This dire team, as they were sleeping essentially, weren't paying attention, needed to get back there, and now so close to mega creeps for both sides. Who's going to be first? I'm sure the first team here to get mega creeps is the one that's probably going to ultimately end up winning this game. Sheepstick now out on the Tinker. He is a force to be reckoned with. Sad Chicken in a tough spot here. Rest of the Radiant team, they got a DD rune here. He's pinging it out. Is he going to pick it up for himself? He may need to. As Lion heads down. Come on, Sad Chicken, pick it up. Be a happy chicken. Oh, the blink's going to come in and they're going to hex him. He could be caught out here. They knew he was there. Going to get the dismember off. There's a double stun. They're stacking him now. There's nothing you can do about that. Sad chicken is sad. But it might be mega creeps here as they hammer away at this final barracks. TPs aren't going to be back in time. Sasha from Russia blinking out. Going to pop her BKB. Has her boots of travel. Are they going to be able to find her? No, they will not. And there go the mega creeps. They have him now. Excellent play there. So sad chicken, I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but the bait nonetheless. Sven just blowing his ult. Little premature ult there as Alfredo just hammers away at the tier 4s. This bear has been too much for them to deal with. Free 300 goals, they bring him down, but they'll be content to use him as a free, basically a free tank to win this game all by himself. What an incredible strategy there. You don't see it too often. Uh-oh. Sasha getting caught out, getting quickly bursted down. She's going to be next to fall. That's 2 minutes with no buyback. Yeesh. And although they do have mega creeps, is it going to be enough? Now pushing down mid. This dire team, it's only Tinker and Pippi Man and his bear. He's going to send the bear in. The bear is in the barracks. Is he going to be able to take it himself? It's going to be a base race here. We have him pushing in. Are they going to be able to? Marching Machine's going to try and hold him off. What is the bear doing, though? They're going to bring the bear back. They're hammering away at the tier 4s. Here, bear's going in. They're going to dig on him. Is it going to be enough to bring him down? Glimmer Cape's going to come out. They're trying to get this final barracks. They're trying to match the mega creeps here. The bear going in. Mjolnir's coming out. It's going to be a free 300 gold. He's so low. It's finally going to bring down the Pudge and the Sven. Is it going to be enough to bring down Mr. Professional? Pippi Man doing work with the Desolator. I think it's going to be enough. That's 4's going to fall. Could this be the game? Lion, the only one left. Where is the Tinker? Is he going to be able to essentially BOTs in and win? We've got the Mega Creeps doing work on these final ones. Mr. Professional buys back, trying to fend them off, save his base from inevitable doom, but is the only buyback available. The rest of the team is now up. We've got Squanto coming in bot here, throwing out the March of the Machines. Lion running too low. He needs to get back to base to heal. Is it going to be enough? Pushing in with the Mega Creeps now. Where's the rest of the team? Sad Chicken and Sir Squanto. They need to press the attack here. They have their absolute opportunity. This is it. This could be GG. Pippi Man maybe trying to do it himself here. Only 20 seconds until Pudge is back up. What are they doing? They need to make a move here. It's now or never. The rest of the team, they're just not willing to go in there by themselves. And that is unfortunate because that could have easily been GG. I know they're content to let the Megas do the work, but now is their chance. Pudge is going to be back another 20 seconds, and Ogre will be there too. Farming their jungle for what seems like no reason. They have the bear. Choosing not to do anything. Sad Chicken wasn't there. Granted, he didn't have BOTs or anything like that, but just an unfortunate waste of an advantage there. I think that could have been game. A missed opportunity there for the Radiant team to put a bow on it. Let's hope that doesn't end up hurting them. Pipe does come out on Pudge. It's going to be a good item for these team fights against all the magical damage. Ghost Scepter now out on Ogre Magi, so that's probably squaring off against the Bear, I suppose, or Wind Ranger or Lone Druid. But now Dire has a problem of their own. They have Mega Creeps in their own base. I don't know what Radiant team is doing here, but they are for some reason deciding to farm at the 62-minute mark because there's never a bad time to farm, right, guys? Can always use another item. Squanto seems to be doing it all himself here. Is he going to be able to pick off Lion here, perhaps? No, not going to be that ballsy. They've got him turtle in their own base. Hopefully just trying to starve him out. So they are going to go for Roche now. This could be just what they needed to ultimately press the high ground here. Sasha doesn't even want him. She has BOT level 2s now. Take a final look at our net worth graph. So now things have finally completely gone the way of the Radiant. 39,000 net worth for Pippi Man. That is truly incredible. And the only buybacks available are on him and Lions. So if there's ever been a time, it's now. They have about 30 seconds until a lot of these dire heroes get their get their buybacks back. They need a big fight, and they need to win it soon. Lion now. Not entirely sure what he is trying to build into. All these heroes so farmed. MKB out on the Viper to take care of the Wind Ranger. Sven now. Trying to go for another item. Got a Morbid Mask here. Maybe for a little lifesteal. Maybe he's going for a Satanic, but it may be too late. Sasha from Russia.
Sasha from Russia.
He, gotta respect that. A little bit of a detente here as things are squaring off. Can they get the jump on Sven? They've been able to bring him down quite easily. They're just not willing to initiate. Can't say I blame them too much. It's tough. March the machines. They're trying to escort this creep wave into the base. But Sven can fend them off. So Sad Chicken now finally in their base. They're kicking Mr. Professional back in. Oh, they may have gotten the jump on him now. Bringing him down to about half health. The hook is going to miss. Is it going to be enough? But he's kind of taken out of the fight now. Stun's going to come out. Here comes the Hex. Huge laser coming out against the Ogre Magi. Is it going to be enough? Bringing him down low now. Heat-seeking missiles doing work. Huge stun comes out from Lion. This could be the game-winning fight. Is it going to be enough? Mr. Professional so low. He's not down yet, though. Things are running low. Sven not looking so good for him either. He's going to have to back off. Ogre Magi trying his best. Bursting him down. The Wind Ranger about half health. Sir Squanto blinking in. He's not afraid. Instant buyback comes over from Pudge. There goes the Ogre Magi. He goes down. Pudge coming back, trying his best. Going to throw out a hook. That's going to connect against Sasha. That's going to be down for 90 seconds, but she does have buyback. Uh-oh, Sad Chicken. Cry me a river. That's not good for him. Pippy Man needs to run for his life now. Sir Squanto trying to come in. 2R down. Both have buyback, though. Huge play for a Louis there. Gets the finger out. Is going to kill Pippy Man. Yes, Aegis does pop, but he goes down in the process. Sir Squanto coming in. Going to get a huge laser off, and that's a 5-man wipe. That should be GG. Buyback does come back from Sven, but he can't do it alone. Sir Squanto finishing things off with an excellent show of skill there. Getting the laser to connect. Here comes Sven. Pippy Man trying his best, but the creeps are going to do work. Chipping away at the tower. Won't matter if he falls now. Squanto TPing in on his own. Going to get the Hex off, and the Dagon comes out. Here comes the rearm. There's another laser and a couple set of heat-seeking missiles, and he'll take a dirt nap. Put him in a pine box. And the throne will fall. As the Aegis, they're going to pop the glyph, but it will not matter. Good game, well played. What an ending to that one. An incredible fight there at the end. Squanto earning himself MVP honors. And that was an excellent, excellent battle all around. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you had as much fun as I did. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. We will see you next time.